Hold it right there. What are you doing?
I'm walking down the sidewalk.
You are filming.
Am I being detained?
At this time, no, you're not. But
thank you. I'm going to continue.
But you're not going to go anywhere. You're staying right here.
So I'm being detained.
Yeah, you're being detained.
You're being detained.
Well, if you would be a little more cooperative, you'd probably have no problem. But
yeah, telling them you don't want to give them your ID is kind of a dick move. Okay. Well,
who is
if
we?
an officer asks you for your ID,
no.
Yes.
Well,
no. Only, this is not a stop and ID state. Only in a stop and ID state are we required to identify ourselves. The only time in the state of Hawaii we are required to identify ourselves is if we are lawfully arrested, not detained.
No, if you're suspecting of probable cause, then we can ask you for your ID.
And we don't have to give it until we are arrested. We cannot be charged with failure to ID.
You can be detained.
Yes.
You can.
We can.
So you'd rather just be detained.
well, I mean, I don't know why
If you
you're
want to
being
do
so...
an unlawful detainment, because to
You know, detainment could also just be officer safety. So we don't know who you are or where you're
I am
from.
completely unarmed. I have no weapons whatsoever, not even a pocket knife on me.
Well,
I make sure I carry nothing on me. I don't even have identification on me to keep this from going any further. I'm not going to identify myself. Okay, good morning. We are back visiting our friends over here at Pearl Harbor. Actually, the Pearl Harbor-Hickam joint base. This is the Pearl Harbor side. We have one of the ships docked here. And this is their main entrance right here. Since they gave us such a warm welcome on our last visit over here to the base, we decided to come on back and say hello to them again to see if they are as warm and friendly this time. If you are a visitor to the base, you would need to come over here to this building right here. This is where you would get your visitor passes. There's the police desk phone number. Area code 808-474-7679. Just in case a vehicle or your photographer goes missing. You'll see the no camera symbol there. Now, for other auditors out there, don't do what I do. What I'm doing right now, I would not advise any of you to do. Technically, I am on base property right now. been on base property for about the last 4 or 5 blocks. But this is a publicly accessible area. It's not a secured area. So that's why I'm doing it from here. Up to this corner, the general public is allowed to be there. So even though I am clearly on base property, I'm on federal property, because the general public is allowed to be here, I am still allowed to film from here. But if you decide when you're doing an audit that you're going to go onto base property to do it, make sure that the area that you're doing it from is a publicly accessible area, not public property, a publicly accessible area. It does make a difference. If you'll read your Department of Homeland Security memo from 2010 that was sent out to all the federal facilities, nowhere in there does it say you have to be on public property. It says you have to be on a publicly accessible area. It does not use public property or public sidewalk. It's a publicly accessible area. It also mentions places like plazas. That is not public property. Plaza is, say, a plaza at a federal courthouse is federal property, but that particular area is still open and accessible to the public. That breeze feels good, but I know it's hard on sound. Okay, we have been over here at Joint Base Pearl Harbor-Hickam for an hour now. Absolutely no contact at all. It seems our last trip, our educational trip over here to Pearl Harbor-Hickam, which went so abhorrently wrong, seems that that educational visit has paid off, and their security forces have been retrained on public photography and citizens' rights. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shut this one down and call this one a pass. Recording from last time. Remember the textured building with no windows, and Navy MPs are already over here with binoculars watching me. getting real curious now. Across the street to watch me now. Oh, he just ain't friendly at all. Wave to him again, nothing. You just ain't friendly at all.